All right, Jesus. So we are officially here, dude. We've been talking about this for how long?
What, a couple weeks now?
All right, and then so today, this is our actual first podcast, and let's tell people how this started, dude.
How did it all came to be, right? So how far back are we gonna go? Are we gonna go how we first started our journeys, or how we first started?
All right, actually, let's go way back. Let's bring it back.
Let's bring it back. How did we even get to this stage, right? So I'll tell you just real quick about my background if you don't know about me, who I am. I'm Jesus Mendez, by the way. And I am a real estate investor / wholesaler / realtor / everything. I started off at ASU. I dropped out because I actually dropped out because of you.
Because of you, dude. I have this like thing where I try to inspire people and push.
Yeah.
And remember I told you, dude, you should quit, dude. We're gonna figure out a way. Like I mean, I still have the team, but I still have a business partner before, and I suggested like, hey, dude, let's give him some money for him to show houses. We help you out because you were doing what was it? Amazon, right?
I was working at Amazon, and then it's funny because I was like, it's funny because even before I met Ben, I was in 2 different brokerages. I had no idea where I was at, and I literally joined this brokerage because another family friend told me to join, and then Ben I felt more comfortable. This was the whole importance about having a good structure and team around you, people you know, because I'm like, oh, Ben grew up in Maryville. I grew up in Maryville.
Grew up in the hood,
He's
homies.
doing good. I want to do good. So that's how I first started. I was like, okay, let's join the team. I got to do whatever it takes to hustle. Let's keep it going. I was their buyer's agent. I basically was like their pet. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, he was.
I did everything, showing houses, open houses, whatever it took.
So you did that for a little bit, but so like your calling was obviously wholesaling and investing. So tell us that story.
That was the main thing. Like I literally joined real estate to do wholesaling, but I was just like everybody else. I was lost. I didn't know where to start, what to do. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go get my real estate license.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start wholesaling. Had no idea what wholesaling was. Had no idea flipping with no money. I didn't know anything. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a realtor. Then I got kind of not stuck, but it was a great learning experience. It was great. I loved it because I was like, all right, this is the foundation.
You got your feet wet and
got
whatnot.
my feet wet. A whole bunch of rejection. Nobody wanted to do business with a 19-year-old kid, by the way.
Hey, just like Jesus. I mean, he's actually getting buff again, but back then he was a pretty slender guy, but
yeah.
And he did look super young, dude. But now it's like, hey, dude, you know what? Age is nothing but a number, dude.
Yeah, so we got there. It was okay. Yeah, exactly what you said. Age wasn't a number. I just marketed myself out there.
And that's it. You did it, bro.
We got there.
So what was your biggest struggle, dude, doing wholesaling, dude? Like honestly, getting started. Like what was the biggest thing like that? Like so people are watching, they're interested in doing that shit. Like what was the biggest?
Let's talk about the whole
struggle,
thing, bro.
Like
let's talk about the whole thing. Dude. So even Ben, I'm gonna point Ben out. I'm gonna put him on the spot.
Well, everybody. My time's gonna come up. You first, dude. You first.
No, I'm gonna tell because it's everybody. Everybody says, and this is one of probably the biggest struggles is that everybody thinks wholesaling is a scam, right?
Oh yeah.
And Ben even,
dude,
he didn't want to say anything, but
I'm blushing a little bit, but whatever. Go ahead.
Everybody does, and I feel like it probably could be. Mm-hmm. Because there's a lot of people that, like I said, they're uneducated, and there's a whole bunch of people that just promote it and that anybody could do it. It's super easy. It's no money, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like with my background and where I came from, and, you know, we have code of ethics as a realtor. Yeah. We have guidelines to follow. And that's why a lot of realtors and other
we hate you, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna put a pause in that so I can tell a little bit about myself.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
And we're gonna go back to that. So snap and cut. No big deal, dude. But anyway, so I've been in real estate for I want to say about 8 to 9, almost 10 years. Yeah. How I started, I used to work for Wells Fargo Bank. I was a personal banker, lead teller, and the last spot where my last position there was personal banker. I tried to get promoted. Nobody wanted to give me a shot. I was great in sales.
How old were you when you were a banker?
Oh shit, I was probably like 21 when I got the position, so but I left when I was
full-time job and everything?
Yeah, that was my full-time job. And then, but I was like 24, 25, 26 when I quit. So I can't do the math right now. Fuck, dude, shit. I was probably 26. Actually, I was 26. But anyway, so I got tired of it, dude. It was like, I wasn't the type of person to kiss to the higher ups and whatnot. And those are the people that did that were the ones that were getting the promotion. So I remember one time I remember I went to my mom's house crying because like I applied for I think a manager position or assistant manager, whatever, one of those things. And they didn't give me a shot. They gave it to somebody else. I did some research. I wanted to know who got the promotion.
Yeah.
Turns out it was like, I checked the cells. Like they used to rank you from bronze, silver, and gold. And I was like silver and gold for a whole year, for 4 quarters. This guy was only a banker for like 2 quarters, and he was bronze and silver.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand it. Later, I found out that like, I guess he talked to a lot of like the upper management. I don't
not what
like,
you know, but who
like,
you know.
Hey, exactly, dude. So I remember I cried to my mom saying like, okay, do I have to be an ethical person, lie like so I could inflate my numbers? Mama said, no, just be you. I don't want to get emotional. I'm an emotional person. If you know me as a friend, and Jesus knows it, but hey, just so you know, I'm 236. I bench how much? Hey, I became part of the
big guy.
I'm a pretty big guy. Don't take my kindness for weakness, dude. But anyways, that's how it started. My fiance and I were dating back then, and her mom was a realtor. Yeah. And she lived in California for a little bit, and occasionally we would go pick up her checks that she did this part time, and I would see checks that were 5,
That's how they
6,
got
7.
you home with the checks.
Yeah, dude, it was 5, 6, 7 grand. I was like, dude, she's doing it part time. Imagine if I did it full time. I think I could grow it. So I decided to quit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna tell you something, dude.
So did you? Yeah, tell us the transition where you're like, I'm gonna go all in.
I did. That's pretty much what happened. I literally had, I want to say about like $3,000 in the bank account, and I just like, that's all I had to save. I was horrible at saving, but I decided, I did my research. It was like about $300 to go to school, and the licensing, it was like about $900 to $1,000, $1,200. I think that's a lot more now. So I decided to quit, and I did it.
Jesus.
I didn't really like know what I was doing. I was at a different brokerage. Their splits was a little high. But the first 90 days, I did about 750 in volume.
Oh shit!
But after the splits and everything, it was still like about 2,100. But as fast as I got the money, I spent it, dude.
Yeah.
Then I went a couple months without no money, nothing. Dude. Like, and I got my car repoed, and it was like, dude, like it was insane what I went through. But one thing that, like, kind of going back to, you know, how this, like, we reconnected again, you and I put in the work, dude. Right. When I used to go, like the other day we went out for dinner, like Alexander's behind the camera right now. He's helping us out. He's on fall break. We went through the outdoor, what is it? The outdoor movies. What do they call them?
Theaters.
The drive-through, like theaters or whatever. Uh-huh. And we used to go out there. They used to call it, they call it the pantallas. Like if you're from Maryville, like it's a pantallas. It's a swap meet. And so I was set up, like I paid like X amount of dollars to set up. I can't remember the number. But at 4 a.m, we'd try to like get in early, set up, and be there for hours, dude. I did a lot of open houses. Later, after after a while, like I got a couple deals in escrow, and I remember the day that they repoed my car. I went outside, dude, like, and I don't want to like tear up because it was a horrible place, dude, because like I put in so much work, dude, and I was behind my car payment, my mortgage, and I remember calling the cops, and I called the cops and like, hey, they stole my car. They're like, hey, you know what? We got to notice that your car got repoed, and I realized like, shit. Like, this is it. They caught me, bro. They caught me. They found me, dude. They took my car. So, but, you know, like, God is good. And that same day, I literally closed 2 deals, and I pulled out enough money to get caught up with all my deals and whatnot. And going back to, like, how we got connected, you know what? Like, the market's shifting, dude. Yeah, and fucking, agents need to step out of their comfort zone. They need to.
We've been a little too comfortable. We've been pleased because
of the market demand and whatnot, and people were paying and whatnot. But we have to go back to the basics, which is what, like, consistency and doing the work and the fundamentals. So I put in the work, and eventually the rest is like, the rest is history. Yeah. I had my ups and I had my downs, but like, you know what? I had more ups and downs. So that's so like the way, like, Jesus and I, we got reconnected, and this is pretty much like how it happened. Like, I hit him up, and we had a conversation like about life and business.
How things are going, everything, and basically, like, how can we adjust to this market, right? And that's what we had. Like, what are you doing in your business? What am I doing in mine? Because not just because I'm like a wholesaler, but I feel like every business has the same fundamentals. It's always the same thing. There's absolutely no secret to nothing. It's always generate leads. After generating leads, you nurture the leads. Once you nurture the leads, you get it under contract and then you close it. So no matter what you do, any industry, it's always the same thing. So I feel like I can apply this to traditional real estate, wholesaling, anything, basically everything. And that's why he came over and
we talked at the time. I was doing the 75 hard challenge, and Jesus, he's getting buff right now. We're hitting the gym consistently, and we applied those principles of being consistent at the gym. You know what? Let's start doing stuff. We started doing video marketing. I started stepping out of my comfort zone, getting more structured because like I'm pretty talented when it comes to content creation, but I suck at being structured, dude. Yeah. So, but
that's one thing we lack, and it's crazy because I think we both went to the same epiphany of like once I started doing the 75 challenge. I think we all learned a lot. Well, you've been learning a lot, and it's just like if you're basically mentally not capable, you're physically not capable of doing a lot. And I feel like it's a reflection of your business too, man. Like I feel like once you have structure on all aspects of life, wealth, health, and like relationships and everything.
Oh, dude, everything falls into place.
Instead of chasing money, we're not chasing no more. We're attracting it. You know, things come into perspective of we're like, okay, this is gonna happen, and it ends up happening.
Yeah, no, definitely, dude. But the crazy thing about like how this podcast started was because you and I, dude, every time we come here, I don't know what it is, like 15, 20 minutes, we either have like conversations about
deep conversations,
about breakthroughs, challenges, and you know, we're both, because of the 75 hard challenge, they encourage you to read books, and then so like
we're learning a lot, and whatnot,
and we listen to he reads more than like I had modified it, and I listen to audiobooks. But all these books are they're mainly self development books that help you out with like their sales coaching, mindset and whatnot. And we just have these conversation and tend. So like what we want to do with this podcast was like to put some of the conversations that we have out there and then also talk about random shit. So, dude, this is good, dude.
It's
good. What I like this like right now because like I feel like with what we did today was pretty much we're giving you guys a snippet of what's really going to happen,
and we have really really intense conversation, and it's funny because we're two different people and we live two different lives, but everything's the same. That's what the thing is, and then we just keep to realize like all the people that we have coming in here working, they work out of here. Everybody does their own thing, whatever the case may be. But we all have basically the same struggles. Yeah, we're all going through the same thing, and we can all apply what we're. One way or another, we can apply what we're doing to
we like encourage each other. Like, hey, stay focused and forget about the noise, dude. Ignore that shit.
Ignore the fucking noise.
Ignore it, dude. And just like if you stay consistent, stay in your lane. We're gonna get results, dude. That's what it is.
So I like this podcast is gonna be like really short and simple, just a basic introduction of who we are.
Yeah.
And basically, like all the things we're gonna come out with is just. We're just here to give everybody like
we're just gonna share
a snip of what we go through, and maybe you're going through it. And if you can have one person, just like, man, that's so true. I'm going through that. Help me out. That's what we're here for. Because there's so much information we have.
And we just want to share it. We just want to put we just want to put out there and
our own
share
experiences as agents, as investors, as everything. Like,
yeah, man.
That's what we're here to do.
So Jesus, like, so if people want to follow you and they want to learn a little bit of like what you do as a wholesaler investor. Like, how can they reach you, or how can they find you?
So make sure, like, this is all going to be on our platforms too. I don't know where else is going to be at for now, but if you're going to follow me on Instagram, I'm really active on Instagram. It's Jesus.Mendez_. And then where can they find you, Ben?
Well, I'm pushing.
So what do you do? Tell them what you do and tell them what you can help with.
So So I'm a real estate agent. Just to make that clear, I help people buy, sell houses. I help investors. That's my main focus right now, and I dabble in some other stuff. Like I own Airbnb, and I want to do more of that in the near future. But if you guys want to reach me, I feel like the best way to reach me is going to be through my Instagram as Ben the Realtor, and if you go on my on the link in my bio, you could actually send me a friend request and we could connect like that.
Cool.
And but that's it, guys.
Follow him. Follow Ben. He has some really good restaurant suggestions all over downtown.
Yeah, I'm a big foodie. Right now, I'm dieting, dude. But like, hey, this week
we used to eat good though.
Yeah, we used to eat good, dude. So, but all right, guys. Well, just this is it.
Cool.
So we'll check you guys later, man.
Let's do it. All right, nice. See you later.